Hello everybody and welcome back to The Shadow of the Erdtree and Elden Ring. I'm your host, Bear Arms and Fire. It's gonna be a shorter one today. I've got limited time. But I did do a small little bit of looking around about those two messages we got in the previous episode. And I've been told I need to talk to all of the NPCs once more.
Oh, hello. Did you feel it? Mikula the Kind's enchantment appears to have broken. But while my devotion to kindly Mikula remains unchanged, by my troth I am not so sure about the others. No, wait. Perhaps this is a blessing in disguise. I can wield my sword to cull the undeserving, those unfit to bask in tender Mikula's presence. I should have thought of this earlier. Right. It's those of us who don't deserve...
Oh shit. I don't know yet. I need to talk to people.
Intriguing. What remains there to be said? Do you presume us allies even now? Though Mikula's spell is newly broken, I must profess, the spell mattered little. Uphold his covenant, Mikula shall, and in godhood redeem our rueful clan. Then Marika and vilest Erdtree both will at last, and surely. But first, clear resounds the call of vengeance. The Impaler, Mesmer, must pay his due. In vengeance for the flames, how could I allow myself to forget? Revenge alone assures me peace of mind. Think not to hinder me upon my path, lest you...
So, the reference to the charm that was broken, the second of the messages, talking to these people, it seems to be confirmed that Mikula cast some sort of charm on these people to make them loyal to him. Now for Leda, the Needle Knight there, it doesn't matter that the charm is broken. She will be loyal. The Hormscent seems like he's going to be loyal too, but he wants to go out of his way to get revenge on Mesmer for dealing with his clan. Let's see what the Redmane has to say.
Oh, there you are. Good. If you happen to see Lady Leda, tell her that I'm striking out on my own. Don't worry, I've no mind to cross any of you. The guidance of kind Mikula remains etched into my very flesh. It's only... there's something that I must know. Kindly Mikula spoke of the vow he once made with General Radahn, and it is here the vow shall be honored. I am a Redmane. I must know the nature of the vow. I'll be out on my own for there's something
Okay.
I must... There is no need for concern. I will be true to my word. Though I do feel a hint of regret. Lady Leda, Honorable Ansbach, and warriors like you are all of a special breed. How glorious it would have been.
Okay, cool. Fascinating there. She's the only one here. And then we've got our good fellows over here. The merchant and the scholarly type. Let's see what they have to say.
Kindly Mikula has discarded his great rune. The fog that vexed my aging faculties has been lifted, and follies better left forgotten haunt me once again. Once, in an attempt to free Lord Moog from his enchantment, I challenged tender Mikula, only to have my own heart rather artfully stolen. I knew not how weak I was. I believed that with sufficient mastery, even an Empyrean would be within reach of my blade. I could not have been more mistaken. Mikula the Kind is a monster, pure and radiant. He wields love to shrive clean the hearts of men. There is nothing more terrifying. Righteous tarnished. Mikula the Kind, I am loath to...
Interesting. Are you now more eloquent or something?
I don't feel it. It's broken. Kind Michaela's light is gone. But I stand tall. Together, we work. Together. For Michaela the Kind. I don't know what to do. Our mother abandoned her brood. She did not love us. We are her children. What should we do? Must we be sad forever? Maybe that's kindly Michaela's love. Love for all the unloved. Love to banish the pain.
These dialogue choices, I don't know what they do, because I'm not following a guide or anything.
Righteous tarnished.
But yeah, so Mikola had a charm cast on these people that was broken when I got close to that tower. His Great Rune was also broken. Because every time we see one of these crosses, he's shedding a piece of his flesh, his body. He's like killing himself, basically. So the Great Rune must be part of that.
Ah, there you are. I've made up the horn sense will be if he were to point his blade at Sir Mesmer or Queen Marika, but vengeance changes, and one day his kindly Michaela is, after all, even if he discards his lineage will own.
Okay, so she has turned on the horn scent now. I did not point her to it, for the record, Your Honor. I remain blameless in this, but she's gonna go after the horn scent, it seems. Horn scent is now gone from this place. So they're turning on each other. Because the charm kind of compelled them to work together under his directive. And now that it is broken, they're free to do whatever they want. There's one more thing I want to do. Apparently I missed something here with Mr. Dryleaf Dane. I saw a TikTok about this. Yeah, there's no... I thought somebody saw a message, like if you want to see true something or other, come find me. And you're supposed to do a certain gesture. You do this gesture. Oh well, nothing happened. So maybe this is the wrong gesture. Maybe I have to do it closer. Okay, yeah. And now we fight. Ooh. Tiny disc. Oh shit. So he's a martial artist. And if we can defeat him, we will unlock martial arts. Feel a little cheap using a weapon against him, but I don't know how to not use a weapon yet, you know? Goodbye, Dryleaf Dane. Oh, he didn't drop like martial art book or anything. I wonder how this is gonna, what form is this going to take? He drops an item, dry leaf arts, and Dane's hat. So now we can equip martial arts, right? It's a new item class. Scales with strength and dex, but you only need 8. A technique a technique for hand-to-hand combat without the aid of a weapon. This martial art combines fist strikes and kicks, the teaching of a group of spiritual seekers known as the Dryleaf Sect, revealed only to those of worthy valor and character. Practice this martial arts marks the dawn of an ascetic's journey. I'm just gonna try it out. This is so cool. Ah! it's not that strong because my stats in those stats are very, very low. It's interesting, the stance damage is actually pretty high. Like, I've knocked that dog down twice now. Interesting. That guy's a pot. I don't know if I've already killed this pot guy or not. Looks like I have. Pot guys, they have skidoo tree fragments in them. And apparently, so I've also learned a lot, just reading from Reddit stuff. Apparently, skidoo tree or skidoo. One, I'm not saying it right. I've learned that a lot. Two, it's like an old way to say like shadow. It turns out, so I can get this to scale with occult. Or even blood. Blood fist. But yeah, so Shadow Tree is basically what that skidoo word is. Okay, that's just fun. Oh. So now there's bleed buildup, and because because Arcane is so high, and Arcane is what basically makes status effects build up. I'm now so it procs bleed pretty quickly. So even though it's not upgraded at all, my stats are pretty poor for this type of weapon. The damage output's kind of decent because we're getting bleed procs. Interesting. And that has like super armor on it. Cool, martial arts. I don't know if we'll be using that too much with this character. It is just a fun little thing that we have unlocked now. But yeah, so now we're going to... So we've got this area that we can explore more. I sort of rushed around picking up items at the end of the last episode, and ended up triggering some story things, but I do want to take my time with this and really explore. I know people are rushing. They already know. They already have they've already beaten it. So like if you want to see like all of the content, there are creators out there who are much faster than me. There's a Stick America right there. I wonder why. So this is more of like, we're going to explore slowly. We're going to take our time. We're going to enjoy what this area has to offer. And I hope that is enjoyable for anyone who's watching. Foul-toed Foulfoot. Four-toed, my bad. It's like, that's one too many fouls. I'm just taking these guys out because I feel like... with the Stake of America being there, I feel like there's going to be a battle nearby. And, like if I have to run back... Yeah, I don't know. Let's just see what happens if I approach. This looks like a statue. I'll read this message. No head-to-head. Yeah. So that's Skidoo tree. So like Skidoo, the way I'm saying it, one is wrong. Apparently it's like just pronounced shadow. Like Shadow. This is not a good place to be. Shadow sunflower. Oh, perfumers. And like a tiny Erdtree? Still want to know why there's a Stake of America here. But yeah, apparently like Scado is pronounced shadow. Shh. You see that CH sound right there, and sha. Heal from afar. I don't know what that's about. So apparently, literally, the way you say that is shadow tree, not skidoo. But skidoo, I will posit, is more fun to say. So this just kind of leaves you out in this weird poison swamp area. But look, there's kind of a house down there we have not checked out. And we got a new thing, heal from afar. Greatly heals HP for distant allies the spell reaches. Fascinating. Always nice to see From Stuff put in more heal support. So you can like become that healer you want to be. We're gonna fight this guy on horseback so we don't have to deal with the poison swamp. It's pretty smooth. Okay. 4 statue birds. No visible items around them either, so like, why? Why 4 statue birds? What is up with that? Ooh, what is... Okay, so that's the house I'm seeing on the map. Looks like there's a brood forager over there as well. I believe we can just go talk to him and get something from him. Pearlescent scale. But, oh, it's just a material used for crafting that gets dropped by something called a lamprey, which I can only guess are those worm-looking things. There's a lot of statue birds here, or death birds. This is a cheap way to deal with them, because their walking speed is very poor. Wondering if there's some sort of deathrite bird, or death bird, something or other here. That's 4 of them. That's just 4 of them. But like, why? There's like no items. They're not really guarding anything, so to speak. they want to keep jumping up in the air and getting knocked down, by all means. I just want to know why. Like, there are 3 of them here. Oh, there is an item. Just a smithing stone. There's so many of them here. And the graves are back, so I'm back on the plains then, I suppose. The gravesite plains. I am going to circle back to that area that had 4 of them. Just to see if there's an item I couldn't see from a distance. They seem to be guarding something, but yeah, there's literally nothing here. So never mind. I'm out. There's no reason to fight him. Like, it'd be one thing if they were guarding some sort of item. It's another thing entirely that they are not. I'm going to continue this way away from that house I saw, because I didn't realize this path keeps going this way. But I'm curious about what's over here. Raoult base. Oh, this is just a whole new area. And I see a site of grace to unlock. Oh, we actually have enough for another Erdtree blessing. Still just need 2. Oh. So now we're a little stronger than we were before. Which I suppose is good, since this is a new area. We're gonna try to collect that map piece. That's our goal. I like having a goal when exploring a new area. And I guess forgive me for not hitting the run button and running through here, but I'm trying to, like... We're feeling it out. We're slow rolling our exploration. Trying not to miss anything. This does seem like a wide, empty area. Ah! There are stone golems here. That we can take advantage of. They have a ton of health. Alright, we got one of them, but another one is here. On their legs. What the heck? Knocked him down, I think. No, we didn't. I keep thinking I hear the knockdown sound, and it's just not happening. Okay, okay. We've barely done any damage to him. It might be a good idea to run from this man. What is he gonna do? Catch up? The arrow guy was like the real danger there. Okay, yeah. It's still a good idea to run. Let's just keep heading toward that map piece. So, keep an eye out for people. Someone holding a pot. If there's a pot holder, I want to know. It's one of those springs that are blocked. So we gotta find the stone somewhere else that's keeping it locked. And here's our shadow, our map fragment. The Rahu Ro ruins. Big area. Big area. Templetown ruins. There might be a potholder here. Worth exploring. I do see a summon sign, so there's something here. And it did start raining. It's one of those bigger guys. Oh yeah, our damage is way better than it was before. We're clearing these guys out. This is feeling more like typical running through an area killing mobs. Oh. Oh, there we go. Oh. It's like blocked. But not blocked very well. Not a clear path through these ruins. Is the key to head up? No. Key is to head like up that way, but I gotta find some stairs or something. Some type of bauble here. Bubble. No, it's a flower. Dew gem. I feel like that's new. There's a potholder. This potholder did not have a Erdtree DLC. I feel like I've been lied to. Well then, we will calibrate our knowledge. Still, oh, the pot has to be glowing. That's what it is. That was just a normal pot. It wasn't glowing. So like, so yeah, the pot's not glowing at all. So it's just a normal pot guy. Okay, fair. I feel like I'm just dancing around this place. I'm not actually going into it. It's like up there. I don't know how to get up there. Is that a site of grace? It does look like one. We can kind of get a look. Alright, so yeah, we're underneath all the cool stuff, it seems like. But, you know, maybe that's where we want to be today. We can clear out this underneath area, and then we'll never have to come back here. Excuse me? Red shrimpies? Are these like blood shrimpies? Is there one behind me? No. This DLC is making a huge highlight of that system where if you defeat a group of enemies, you get your Estus back. That is just a really big MVP of this area. Because you can just keep exploring. What are these big flowers? They're like rot flowers, but different. These blades don't seem good on this slope. See these big flowers? They kind of look like the rot flower that Melina, or Melania. I don't know any of their names. The one with the sword do during her fight. Alright, this might be another piece of the Death Bird armor. I'm getting armor piece vibes from this. That would be cool to have hidden throughout the DLC. Yeah. And there's a tower. That's a really tall tower. Wonder if there's like an elevator up, maybe? I did skip a group of blood shrimpies. Oh, that whole place is surrounded by blood shrimpies. Wonder what's going on there. Alright, maybe not the best enemy to try to fight at range. The best projectiles in the game. But there's no way into this tower, so like why are they guarding it? It's just the base of a tower. Yeah, there's no way in that I can see. Alright, I just wanted to check out if there's a way in. There's not. We run! We run for our lives. Is that a new type of enemy? Is that like a lone knight? Oh, it's an omen killer. Or a hornset, maybe. I'm getting strong I shouldn't be here yet vibes from this area, I won't lie. You know what? We don't need to fight this man. Yeah, definitely getting strong. Not supposed to be here quite yet vibes. But like, where does it go? It just keeps going. Whoa, scorpions. Scorpions and bugs. Flying scorpions. No, not a fan. Not a fan of the flying scorpions. Guess I'm just sort of looking for the end of this area. But it does feel like I'm not supposed to be here quite yet. That's a giant fucking bear. Yeah, okay. Right. So we know there's a bear here now. I'm gonna put a marker down that says death. And let's go back to the area we were exploring, which was over here. Actually, I've thought about it. I think we need to take on the Wicker Man. The first Wicker Man. Because now that I know there's two of them, it doesn't seem as insurmountable as a challenge. Because like if there's this one, sure. Hard to kill. If there's two, it's like, oh, maybe I'm supposed to be able to defeat these guys. He's not burning as bright as it used to be. Fair. Fair. Okay, so... Interesting. How do I get close enough to fight him? Just kind of get good? We're not doing any damage to him, so maybe fighting the Wicker Man is a bad idea. Maybe that's like a after the DLC is over kind of thing. Alright, so we're running. And I was just curious, because now that I, like, the fact that there are two of those guys, or there's multiple of them, to me suggests like, oh, it's not as strong as you're thinking it is. But, and you know, I've been wrong before, and I'll be wrong again. And I'm starting to feel like we're exploring a lot, but we're not making much in the way of progress. So I'm gonna call an audible here and go back to a place. We've gotten more Shadow Tree blessings for sure. We're gonna go back to the Fort of Reprimand and take on that guy who's just standing in that room. Also, is it nighttime? Wow, it really is. Another cool thing is the day-night cycle. I guess because I haven't really died all that much, I keep running away from things. I'm really experiencing the day-night cycle in a way I haven't before. Oh, we didn't expect it to spin out of the door like that. Yeah, okay, I think this is doable now. Or more doable, I will say. This is also really cool just because it's like it's a found boss fight. It doesn't go into like an arena or anything. You just duke it out here in the overworld. Got him. Ooh, okay. Fascinating. I do want to try something. As much as I like the roar, the beast roar I have on this weapon, as much as I like that range attack, the initial weapon art was really cool. I just didn't know how to wield it. So maybe let's put the original Ash of War on it. Was this it? Yeah, blind spot. Keep it blood. Keep it blood, but put back the blind spot Ash of War on it. I took off the laser, didn't I? I suppose I did. He doesn't slowly walk up now. He definitely charges you with the fire of a... It's like... But now we can do that cool step and move. Ooh. Might die here. Alright. There we go. So like we can kind of like dance around his attacks and do like little backstab pokes now. Trying to like mess with his tracking too. Let's see. It's like we want him to commit to a direction and then we poke him in the back. So like that move is perfect for this. It kind of gets us out of danger a little bit. I'm being sort of not cautious here. So I'm taking way more damage than I should. Also, I'm stuck into the terrain, which is my favorite thing in every game. We're gonna outspace him to heal. Put on a shield. Just lets us get in quick, get a strike, and then we can kind of roll away, roll out. Oh. Spacing is still an issue. Ooh. Yeah. We do get hit by wide sweeping attacks still. Oh! Alright, one more hit and he's dead. I'm at 2 more hits and he's dead. Alright, yeah, I like the blind spot. Yeah, hey, Ash of War. That's an Ash of War aspect of the Crucible's wings. Cool. I thought that was going to be a spell. Like the other Crucible items are all spells. Or incantations. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead... Ooh, I don't know if we actually have enough. That was about 5. We need about 3. So yeah, let's go ahead and just cash in a level real quick. That might be enough. 3,000 off. And now that I know you can see the quantity in the item description, we can find one that gives 5,000. Vigor is at 60. Everything else is kind of where I want it. So, we're gonna get mined, maybe to 40. I'm never gonna stop leveling this character. I just decided that. And I just want to shout out the MVP of this fight, this guy, who didn't come down to join it. Very good. Very well played, sir. Alright, so now that we have slaughtered that dude, whose name I did not even look at, Bedward? I'm going to call him Bedward. Now that we have slaughtered Bedward in a fair fight, we are free to keep exploring this Castle of Reprimand. He was really cool. I really liked his moveset. But like, what is here? What was he guarding so vehemently? Battlefield Priest Cookbook? It lets us create festive grease. Is that all? Is that all that's here? That's what he was guarding so fiercely? Festive grease, we learned in a previous episode, lets you earn runes for consecutive hits, which Yeah, that's fine. A lot. I mean, it's fine if you're like farming, I guess. Just weird that that's what is here. Like, I don't think there's anything. I think we explored pretty much everything else. I guess there was like a elevator. It's not really an elevator. Huh. Oh. I guess there is the bottom section where you fight that guy who killed me the last time I went down there. Oh yeah, we can go try to fight him again. And then there is that place with the chest I could not get to. Turn on the light for you guys. Yeah, short spear. I don't think that's a new item, but I'll take it. So far the DLC has been a lot of fun. The weapons are definitely good. Oh, there's bad guys down there, but I don't really care. Yeah, this is where we don't know how to get up there. Seek coffin, then try jumping. So maybe there's another way to get over there. There's that pit in the main courtyard that we have not gotten a chance to investigate because we got killed by this asshole. So let's kill this asshole. Oh yeah, just breathing fire. Like, everyone can do it. Jeez. How many dragons did I have to kill to breathe fire, and you just do it? So this will be our range attack now. I still got the martial arts on. I should unequip that until I, like... And then this will be our close range option. I'll do it. Alright, so yeah, we didn't get a chance to really explore. There's like a well there, and I think there might be an underground area in that well. Let's see what this message has to say. There's a precious item ahead. So yeah, we're definitely gonna jump down this well. It's a chute. It's a chute for like dead bodies. So there's an underground area down here. I do see a gold item. I'm just worried about... Yeah, I see you. How's he tracking me? How does he track? I don't even know where I'm going. Yeah, that blind spot is really good. What is an iris occultation? Place on the eye of another to deny light in all of its forms. An iris that is as dark as night. It's like the darkness spell in Dungeons and Dragons. Marika's rune? Used to gate... What? 80,000 runes? Well, this is not where I thought this would lead. Oh, Mesmer Shoulder Ashes. Let me check on the time. Yeah, we got time. So where are we now? Another part of the ramparts, to be sure. But what part? So that's a drop down. So that's probably a place we've already been. So let's go to a place we assuredly have not been. There's nothing. There's nothing here. Oh, so how do you get to that item with the chest on it? Oh, that's on top of the ledge. Because this is just the bedward fight. Yeah, that's the bedward fight. There's gotta be something I am missing. Oh. Oh! Okay, there was something I was missing. Yes, I see. This should be the last item in this place. Flame Drake Talisman 3. Cool. So now we're done with the Fort of Reprimand, I believe. There's like a little pool of water over there, though. I guess we could go check that out. Oh, is that up? Therefore I cannot check it out, for it is up. Can I Skyrim this? It doesn't really seem like it. Oh, maybe? Maybe I can Skyrim this. Okay. Oh, so close! This is silly. I should not be able to do this. Alright, so let's get back. Okay, we made it. What are these lampreys doing? They're like surrounding this turtle. They're protecting that turtle for dear life. But why? Why are they protecting that turtle? And now the summon sign is here. Because I attacked the lamprey? Is there a thing like you have to kill all of these or something? And something happens. It's interesting. Why can I not target the one that's directly in front of me? Alright, we're gonna free this turtle. I think the game is telling me to free the turtle. I might also be killing the turtle. It's running away now. I don't mean to hit the turtle. Switch to range so I don't accidentally kill the turtle. Alright, so the turtle is free now? Hi! I don't know. We freed it so I could get to claim its life. Turtleneck meat. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know why. Why? Was that just supposed to be like, oh, it's a funny thing? It's like not bleeding. I'm leaving. Alright, well, we checked out the lake. There was really nothing here at the lake. I wonder if we can take on that dragon again from the opening section. It was like around this area. Just as we get more Shadow Tree blessings and we become stronger in terms of like DLC power, I kind of want to like circle back and see like, are we that much stronger than we were before? I know that thing did not bleed because it was like a skelly man. Skelly-mans don't have blood in them. But let's just see if we are. Oh, you know what would be fun? Let's do it. Full on fight. We've got the mimics here. Let's have fun. Great katana. Maybe between the two of us we can actually kill this thing. Ooh, it's a lot of damage. That new Ghost Flame status ailment. Switch to the ranged attack here. We're gonna die, huh? We live. We be living. We need the mimics here to actually do something. The Cape Dragon's new attacks. That Wing Slam is really cool. I thought that was my Mimic Tier for a second. I thought my Mimic Tier just straight up died in one hit. It's tracking me. Looks like. Mimic Tier is useless, dude. Also, I'm useless. Out of healing because of these burst attacks. Oh shit, that was almost my life. Oh, the Mimic Tier's disappearing as we're straying too far, and I died. Alright, so not having access to it actually bleeding is kind of a pain. So here's what we're gonna do. Well, that's silly. But I guess let's do something silly. We're gonna make those a cult. Which will make them borderline useless. Until we like really upgrade them. We're gonna go grab my runes and we're gonna go upgrade the those fists. One, because it's funny. And two, because why not? New DLC weapon? Why not? So the best place to... Whoa! Wait, no, let me get the map back. Dude, really? Whoa! That's cool! Alright. Best place to upgrade our stuff is the table at Lost Grace. It is concerningly still burning, but what are you gonna do? Beggars cannot be choosers. So what do you take? Just normal smithing stones, you say? We've been collecting those like a mother. We need smithing stone 7, eh? I believe we have that access to that. Yep. This says we have 13. Oh, that's how many we can buy. Let's buy 5. The wrong way. Need 2 more. Riveting stuff, I know. Watching me walk back and forth between 2 hallways. Why they didn't put them in the same hallway? I'll never know. Certainly. Certainly I will not. Alright, 2 more. Smithing stone 7s. We can afford it. Did I buy the right thing? It says I did. Whoops. Wrong way. And we probably will not cap this with the ancient dragon smithing stone, just like the other items we're sort of upgrading. Because I don't know if that's like the final item for the build or whatever. Let's pop a rune, not America's rune. Those seem rare. They're worth 80,000. Let's pop a rune. And then pop like another rune. We need smithing stone 8s, so we're gonna... I think we needed like 4 of them. I never look at these things long enough to actually know. Let's buy 6. Yeah, I mean, first quality of life improvement I would make to the round table hold. you know, after a certain point, I wouldn't start the game this way, because, like, it is good. Like, oh, I gotta check all the different things, so I'll put the shop over here, put, like, 5 characters. But as characters start leaving and you progress the story, I'd move the shop closer to the blacksmith. I wanted to go to the blacksmith, not the shop. Because, like, now, like, there's 2 NPCs here now. There's Rederica, and there's the blacksmith. That's it. So, like, the rest of the hold doesn't really matter anymore. So, like, after a certain point, just change the hold to put things closer, because you're not going to be spending as much time there anymore. So I need 2 more. So let's take a look at the Alright. Like, the hits come out fast. That's the key. Let's... We're gonna need even more than that. So let's... We're really low on exploration runes, actually. We'll have another 20,000 will definitely help. Just by 5 more. So we'll have 4,000 left over for the blacksmith fee. We'll run around the entire hold because we're silly and we keep going the wrong way out of that hallway. It's just 4. Okay, I didn't need to buy all the other ones. So yeah, we're not gonna cap it off still. And even if we did, it still doesn't get us to like A, or even like S or A. But that. So armament 3 does 375, armament 2 406. So our strongest weapon still is the Reduvia. But let's just have a little fun. We'll test out these little martial art stuff. It's weird. We've gotten most of the map now, which is crazy. Yeah. And now will be really funny, because now we don't even... we'll be punching a dragon to death with our fists and our friend. So switch to the fist, dual wield the fist. Approach the dragon. What does this look like? Yeah, just punching. It's silly. It's very silly. Cool. Just see how... Yeah! We're 2-hitting. So this is doing raw arcane damage. Like, it scales with arcane. No bleed. So we're not sacrificing damage for the sake of status buildup. So let's do it. Just pure arcane scaling damage with our fist against this dragon. She switched to the Reduvia. That's when I kick you in the face. Oh my gosh. I got hit down hard. The damage is actually pretty good. Like, that's not even hitting the head. I'm just hitting the foot, and we're doing pretty good damage. I cannot see what I'm doing. Oh, this is bad. Oh, it just emanates from its belly. It's not even really... It's not even really breathing fire. Now it is. Yeah, if I was a good player, I'd be like hitting it in the head and stunning it. But I'm not a good player. This is way more damage than we did to it before. The misses are very funny. It just looks like I'm punching air. I feel like these should be connected, but they're not. I'm just gonna focus on hitting the foot. Yeah, this is pretty good damage. For being what it is, like, the bleed build will be better against any build that actually bleeds. But this isn't terrible for, it does help, I think my Shadow Blessing is very high, because I'm taking a lot of hits here, and I'm not taking that much damage. But our output is very good. I mean, I have no idea if the Mimic tier is really doing all that much here. I'm really also not focused on, like, the moves this guy's doing, which, like, if I were doing that, this fight would be going way better. It's over. So what happens when we kill a ghost dragon? It's just 10... Oh, a dragon heart and an ancient... Oh. That is interesting. Because I don't think we have all the dragon spells. Huh. I like the, I like the martial arts. It's silly. Just punching somebody 1,000 times. It's very silly and fun. I don't know where else to go. It seems like this is going to be a big deal. And this leads like over here. So maybe what we will do with the rest of the time we have, which is not much, but I kind of just blazed through the area in front of this shadow place, and there were a ton of enemies, including the Wicker Man. So I think what I want to do is explore that area to the best of our ability. I would say clear it out, but I don't think that's going to be possible with the Wicker Man there. I also forgot there's a ton of those Hammer Bro dudes. So, I don't know. I think it will be fun. This is a lot of fun. I literally just punched a man to death. A man who like actively gives me trouble and I don't like fighting. I simply punched him to death. That was a lot of fun. I think there's something to be said about punching a man to death. Like that's a power fantasy right there. Now, he's not as vulnerable as when he was on his horse. Okay, so that does not charge very long. The shield is sort of being mean to me. Oh. There we go. I had completely turned around. We lost somebody in the fight. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to lose you. You need to die so I can get my healing items back, my dude. Appreciate you. Alright, so we're going to... Ooh! Let's clear this out together. We're gonna do as much as we can as soon as we get the attention of that thing. He's already here. That's another shadow tree fragment. I don't know what my mimic tier is going to be doing. Yeah, okay, so clearing this out does not really seem possible. Because all it takes is like 2 of those things and I'm dead. Yeah, we're not doing nearly enough damage to this guy. So it's like, I guess we were supposed to just run through here. Like, what else are you supposed to do? Like, run around and try to explore what you can while dodging huge flame attacks? Like, no damage has happened to that guy. His health bar has, like, barely moved. Oh, my mimic tier's almost dead. So yeah, what are you supposed to do against it? Other than run completely past it. And it doesn't seem like there's that many other enemies here. I say as I find a whole band of other enemies. Excuse me? I'm mimic tier. Oh my god, I almost died. Good show, old sport. Why are his arrows making me fly? Wait a second. That dude's using the same weapon as Bedward. We died in a spectacular fashion. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's like a secret to fighting those Wickermen. Things are getting like smokier. There's like a fog has rolled in that was not here before, and that's really cool. Alright, so we're gonna get our runes, and then we're gonna get the fuck out of there. We got another Skidoo Tree Blessing. I think, does that bring us to 2? Or 1? Cannot. It's hard to keep track. We're going to avoid getting hit by the Wicker Man. This is the band what killed us. and I'm sorry, did they get wiped out by the Wicker Man? That's funny. And then maybe we go up this tower. There's undoubtedly a site of grace at the top of this place. It's very dark. Here, let me turn a light on. I think we'll ride this elevator up, activate the site of grace if it's there, and then that'll be the episode. It's been a wild one. We got revenge on a lot of stuff. This place is apparently called the Shadow Keep, which is really baller. There is indeed a site of grace, which I thought. And yet another Headless America. But yeah, this has been a wild ride. And I appreciate you being along the ride with me. This is the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. I have been Bear Arms and Fire. You guys have been great. See you in the next one. I'm sorry, there are 2 summon signs here. One for the Horn Scent, and one for Redmane. So that must be a boss battle. And I guess we'll check that out on the next one. See you then. But for now, goodbye.